Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have a new segment on my YouTube channel. This is what I call look of the week. Actually, this started when I was going to the gym because I take a shower in there. I bring all my stuff, my clothes, my uniform, and my makeup kit. I don't want to keep on changing my makeup palette, my eyeshadow palette every day. And number one, I am lazy. So I don't have a time to think of what look am I going to do every day. I don't want to change foundations, or I don't want to change my makeup every day. And yeah, so I come up to this idea. And second reason is I want to use all the makeup that I have. I have a few in here that I want to maximize, and I want to use all of them because I feel like when I'm using the same foundation every day, I feel like my other foundation will get jealous. I know, I have a weird thought. And same thing with my eyeshadow palette. If I will keep on using the same eyeshadow palette, then my other palettes will get jealous as well. So instead of changing my makeup look every day, what I do is just change my makeup look for the whole week. So every Sunday, I arrange my makeup kit. So I do a rotation of my foundation, eyeshadow palette, concealer, lipstick, mascara, eyebrow, so that I can use them all so no one will get jealous. And since you know that I do love lipstick, the first thing that I choose, or the first thing that I put on my makeup kit for the week, is lipstick, and then everything will just follow. My makeup look, my eye makeup look, foundation, blush on should be base or complement my lipstick. So if I want to go dark lipstick for this week, then I will go for just a lighter eyeshadow. Then I will pick my light shade eyeshadow palette. Or if I want to wear something like this, like a lighter pink or a nude pink lipstick, then my eyeshadow should be bold. So then I will get my darker eyeshadow palette, light blush, and light contour. So basically, that is just how I base my look of the week from my lipstick. And then everything follows. Actually, I've been doing this since last year, and so I decided to share it with you guys. If you are a lazy person like me and you want to save your time from thinking, what makeup look should I wear every day to office, then just follow this look of the week. Anyway, if you want to know how I do this, then just keep on watching. So I will start by priming my face using this one from Lancome, the Visionaire 1 Minute Blur Primer. This is actually one of my favorite primer because it helps to minimize the pores, and at the same time it makes my face very, very smooth. For the foundation, I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match in the shade Gold Beige, and I'm going to use it with my brush from Divisoria. I feel like L'Oreal is one of the foundation that have a very wide range of shade, and this is like a perfect color for me. It has a perfect yellow base, yellow undertone. And one thing I also like about this foundation is the coverage is buildable. And since I do have a very dark under eyes, then I'm going to use a yellow corrector from LA Girl. And I concentrate just on the dark circles. I'm not really concealing, but more on correcting the dark circles under the eye. And then of course, I'm just going to use my beauty sponge. Yellow corrector also helps to brighten up your under eyes. And for the concealer, I'm going to use this one from Revlon. Their Revlon Colorstay in the shade, what is your shade? Light medium. And I'm going to use my sponge to push it upward. Then to set my under eyes, or should we say bake it, I'm going to use this one from Maybelline Master Fix Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder. I would say this is one of the best drugstore setting powder. I'm very happy when I discovered this one because it's really hard to look for a setting powder in the drugstore category. While we are baking our under eye, I will then proceed to contour my face. No, not contour your face. Set the whole face. Now we are going to set the whole face, and I'm going to use, as usual, this one from Revlon, Nearly Naked. When you set your face with powder, make sure not to brush it like that because then it will move the foundation that you applied. So what I do is I just dab it like that. Or sometimes I get a powder puff like this and I just press it like that. Done with setting our face, and now let's move on to contour. I'm going to use this palette from Designer Brands, the Almost Famous Contouring and Highlighting Palette, and I'm just going to use this one. I will link in on the screen up in here my video on how to contour, so you can check that one as well. Okay. And for the bronzer, I'm going to use this one from Elizabeth Arden. This is their Bronze Beauty Color Intrigue Bronzing Powder Duo. I'm not sure if this one is still available. I put my bronzer on the top of my contour, mixing it together. And because this powder has a little bit of shimmer, just whatever the excess on my brush, that's what I use on my forehead. So contour, bronzer is done, and now let's move on to the blush. I'm going to use this one from Smashbox, their Halo Longwear Blush in the shade Warm Glow. And I'm going to use my Artist Studio brush, and I just bought it in Landmark Trinoma, so you can go in there and check their brushes. And for the eyes, instead of using a eyeshadow primer, I used Revlon Age Defying Concealer because this one have a very thick consistency. I always wonder why this one have a very thick formula when it's meant for more mature skin. So I don't use this as my concealer because it has a tendency to crease. So I just use it as my eyeshadow primer. Using eyeshadow primer or concealer as your base will help your eyeshadow to last longer. For today's eyeshadow, I'm going to use Maybelline the Nudes eyeshadow palette. And for the base, I am going to use the very light one. I use it as a base and also at the same time setting the concealer that we applied. And then next, I'm going to use this one, which is like a gray with a very cool undertone. By the way, I'm using the brush from Divisoria, and it's really good. Specifically, this angled brush, this really helped me to blend my eyeshadow very easy. So I concentrate in here on the outer corner first, and then twist my brush just like this, and then blend it all the way to the upper crease. We are now going to move on with the second color, and I'm going to use this one from Chanel. This is in the shade 126, which is a Griffith Green. That's hard to pronounce, Griffith Green. And I'm just going to take a flat brush like this, and I'm just going to put that in the center, and then brushing it just up into this area just before you hit the outer corner or the outer V. Then I'm gonna go back to Maybelline the Nude palette, and I'm going to take this one, which is a milky white glittery color, and put that onto the inner corner. And the same color, I'm going to apply it to highlight my tear duct. There. And to give a little smoky effect on the outer corner, I am going to use the dark one and just concentrate on the outer corner. By the way, I'm using the Smashbox eyeshadow brush. Okay, I'm just going to dust off the powder on my under eye. I guess this is already baked. And then for the lower lash line, I am just going to apply the dark shade just in here. And for the brows, I'm going to use the Bilena Pro Brow Duo in the shade. I'm not sure if this is the shade of it, Pure. There's pencil on one side, and on the other end, there is a powder. I'm not a fan of brow powder like this because I feel like it's useless. It's just me, but I don't use it. Let me just put a little contour here on the side of my nose. It looks so big. I will just put my eyeliner and false eyelashes off cam. I don't normally do this, but just for video purposes, I will apply false eyelashes and I will be right back. And I'm just going to add mascara from Maybelline Hypercurl Volume Express Waterproof Mascara. Okay. And for the lower lashes, of course, there's no other than the Clinique Lash Power Mascara. You already know that I'm raving about this one. For the highlighter, I am going to use this one from Dior, the Nude Air Highlighter in the shade 004, which is the darkest. Okay. And to finish this look, of course, my favorite part, lipstick. And for the lip liner, I'm going to use this one from Arden lip liner in the shade, in the color rosewood. And for the lipstick, I'm going to use L'Oreal Rich Matte Lipstick in the shade 640. Nude lipstick or nude brown will actually be perfect for this look, but because I cannot wear a very nude color, very brown nude color, nude pink is okay, but nude brown, not really me. So that's it, guys. If you like this look of the week, then let me know by hitting the thumbs up. Don't forget to tag me on my Instagram account if you redo this makeup. And if you have any suggestions that I can do for you for our next week makeup look, then just leave a comment down below and I will do it for you. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you on the next one. Bye!